Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 26-year-old quarterback in his 6th season from Florida State, Jameis Winston.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
At the 46-yard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On play action, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Winston. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game, because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Off the play fake, Winston. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And by the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
And defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
23 yards, the final tally.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And able to get this out to the 25. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
42-yard line.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To Trey Burton. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
From the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and 10.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Touchdown, Saints.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Lux for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now it's Crowder. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. A quick throw, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down.
Herbert now. That's caught by Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this returnable for Harris. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 32-yard.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Finding Harris over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Deontay Harris. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
At the end of the 1st quarter with the score Saints 14. Chargers nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
To Deontay.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good heading scheme going.
That's good for us Saints.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
That's good.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Throwing, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Alvin Kamara.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And it's stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And it is now 21-0. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's going to dump this one down to Kelly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Play action. It's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
22 yards.
A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to, his toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it safe, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now they complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Saints' 3-yard line.
Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 30.
Jameis to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Brings up 3rd down.
Winston on 3rd and 2. This is complete to Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Winston. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Jameis now on 1st down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Burton here. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 34-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
24. Chargers 14.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down.
Their own 29-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Chargers 14.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Chargers 1st down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook.
And you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well. because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Crowder's got it over the middle.
Herbert's pass.
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joshua Kelly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And it's up and good. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 26.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
18 more yards there and another 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A 1st down throw for Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Harris has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover and double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would...
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about them.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought on this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. How did the little go miss? Hurt you the major, she missed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? This is second nature, all is automatic. then you fools hurt. Jesus will.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his 3rd season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
They run. Robinson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Washington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Taken from just outside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Mayfield. Finding Gabriel complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Taylor Gabriel. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Pats have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this carries into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 10 catches, 93 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Landon Collins made the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the Cardinals.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 18 yards there, and it'll be 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
It certainly did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Cardinals take over 1st and
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Cardinals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Here's Ingram. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 42-yard line.
This is Ingram. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 1st down, it's Logan. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run it. It's McKissick. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 30.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Arizona.
Newton now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Cam on the option, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Cam Newton, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He was defended by
3rd and long for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
Cam's going to run on the option. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 5-yard pickup.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Newton and Olsen here with a connection. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's got this down to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Patterson on the return. The Cardinals take over first.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The previous play is under review.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Newton's pass. Complete.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Cardinals 7.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Newton. This ball complete to Rager.
Newton's
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
a 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Here's Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the gun on third down, Newton. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
4 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
They'll run with McKissick. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Operating from the gun, Newton toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
For the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Mayfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard
To
line.
throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jamie Collins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
But it's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
2nd and 1 is offered an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A carry now for McKissick. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
Complete to Jalen Rager. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Cardinals.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Complete.
New England on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. But sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's complete, right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
7-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career. This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
5 yards brings up
on third down. It's Logan. And this time he is in.
Yes.
T.J. Logan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Rager catches it left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down, Arizona.
From the 50, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cardinals.
On first down, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And he will find his man on the outside.
Newton's pass.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. This will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me?